we'll get straight to it in this one. So here's my wife's truck. It's a 2019 Nissan Titan. We put a 6-inch rough country lift kit on it, drop bracket, and then we put this coastal off-road bumper. This bumper was actually for XDs. It wasn't for the regular Titan. And the regular Titan's frame, the XD, this part actually drops down about 3 more inches. So this one, I had to fabricate the mounting points. It's actually supposed to mount down here, but I had to fabricate everywhere and mount it up higher. So I had to do a lot of custom work on that to get it mounted. So I built out this whole front bumper, and then I mocked it up to the mounting points, and then I had to figure out how to mount it to the truck and build my own mounting brackets to get this on here. But if you go to the Coastal Off-Road website, you'll see this exact truck under the Nissan Titans with this exact bumper, but it shows it for the XDs. But this isn't the XD truck. So, but they said they're going to make one for the truck, and they still haven't. They said they're going to do it back in January, then February, then March, and we've still been waiting. So she's running the factory rim. It's a 18 by 8 inch wide on 35 by 1250 Interco Super Swamper M16s. Those are the tires that she has. These tires are amazing. They're absolutely amazing. They do a wonderful job. Lots of traction. So there is her truck, if it will focus. And here is the before pictures of her truck. Here's my truck, a 2019 Nissan Titan. I bought 1 month after hers, and I just put a 6-inch rough country lift kit drop bracket on mine too. So they're set up the exact same way. The only difference is mine's the Midnight Edition. So I have the 6-inch rough country lift kit. I got these because my truck came with 20s, and I don't like 20s for off-roading. So I got these 18 Pro Comps. 18-inch rim Pro Comps, and I got Ironman Mud Train, a discount tire on the internet. I paid $700 for these instead of $1,600 like I did for my wife's. So I'm gonna see how well these bargain tires lasted. On my wife's truck, she has a custom bumper, so we didn't have to cut the front bumper. On mine, we had to cut the front bumper out to clear the tire when we're on full lock. And then this is a 4.5-inch back spacing rim like they recommend, but this rim wouldn't clear the brake caliper, so I have a 1.5-inch spacer in between there, so that way I can clear the brake caliper. On my wife's, with her stocked rims, we had to put 2-inch spacers on hers to get the proper offset to get the tire underneath there. So we got those from, I think, Titan Accessories in Michigan. And so she has 2-inch spacers, I have an 1.5 inch spacers. And then back here, we had to actually, I had to cut this piece out right here because this actually came back inward and we would rub. So I cut this back, and then I had to grind the pinch weld back to build a 50s in here. So I had to grind that pinch weld all the way back, and then I just spray painted it all in there black. Same thing on my wife's truck. I had to do the same cut. Well, actually not exactly. So with mine, like I said, I had to cut the bumper out, and then I had to cut this back right here, and then I had to grind that cut that pinch weld and grind that back to be able to get it to fit. Then I had to cut all the plastic out in here and all the plastic into my bumper. Now on her truck, because we have the low profile bumper, we didn't have to trim. On hers, I didn't have to trim any of this back. All I had to do was make a cut with a grinder right here. And then I hammered, let me get rid of this insulation. Then I hammered this up right here. So I made a cut with a grinder, I made a cut with a grinder, and I folded this up. And then I grinded the pinch weld. And that's how I got hers to fit, her tires. Well, this one, I didn't really grind it. I just kind of beat the hell out of it with a hammer. And by beating that up with a hammer and grinding the pinch weld down, pinch weld's right here. If I can't see it. Grinding that down, I was able to clear the 35s. So like I said, she has 2-inch wheel spacers, and you can see them in there. Right from there to there, that's the wheel spacer. So she has 2-inch wheel spacers, I have 1.5 inches. So she got the bumper, and I got the rack. So this is a complete custom bed rack that I built, one for my Nissan Frontier. Here's actually pictures of my Nissan Frontier that I got rid of. And as you can see, I kind of built the exact same rack for this truck. So I have my recovery tracks, my gas cans, I have my full-size spare, I got my flat nose, my round nose, and my sharpshooter. I got my high lift jack, and I also have a pickaxe up in here. And then I'm gonna have a actual axe mounted over here. And then I got 2 bug out kits, one with all my hand tools and wrenches and ratchets. I'm gonna have another one with all my electrical and all my cordless tools that I'm just gonna mount back here. I'll have a toolbox mounted over there and one mounted over here with all my tools for repairs on the trail if we break anything. So that basket's totally custom made. These uprights are 13 inches tall. These are 13 inches tall, cut at 22.5 degrees. And it's all made out of rebar and expanded metal and 1.5 inch square tubing. I also have the red American flag on both sides of my fenders. And then the wife has the blacked out American flag on both of hers. So I bought her truck in November of 2019, and I bought my truck in December of 2019.